Okay, I want to go over my InBody results a little bit, which I did today because I'm a little jazzed. So, um, yeah, let's pull this up. So let me share this. I think, have it. There we go. Okay, so I have been fighting with this thing for a hot minute. As you can see down here on the bottom, like it dipped a little bit in February. It's been pretty steadily like going down a little bit in weight, but again, I don't really care about the weight. I look at skeletal muscle mass and percentage of body fat, and like here, the dip came with a pretty significant loss of muscle, which I wasn't thrilled about. So double down, but legs, I've definitely been working legs. My arms went down a little bit, but again, I wasn't focusing on my upper body. So I'm just going to have to kick that one up a little bit to get that one. So again, if you look at this area up here, what I want this to look like. So you have this shape, which is what we don't want, where your weight kind of makes this C, where it goes from weight to skeletal muscle mass over here, right? And then you have what's called the intermediate, which is kind of the up and down, which is kind of where I was at that 148, whatever, 60 and 26. But as you can see here, what I'm starting to get is that opposite, which is the athletic, where you kind of see it goes out here and then it comes back down. Um, so ideally, this can keep going this way. The bigger the bend, the happier I am. So this can keep going in that direction. Perfectly happy with that. But this is the goal is to be between these two numbers right here for body fat mass. So don't care about weight, don't care about BMI. Really the things that I'm looking at um, are skeletal muscle mass, body fat mass, the segmental lean analysis. I want all of these numbers over 100. My upper body, my arms have typically been in the 120s. So I'm going to been really focusing on leg day to try to get these because these have been hovering at like 101. So these being up is, I'm pretty happy about that. And still pretty balanced left to right. So I'm good with that. Balanced left to right and arms too. Everything's over 100. So that's good. Over 100, over 100. But I would like to get arms back up into that 120s. So I'm going to have to start working arms into the mix a bit more. But one of the big things is I'm really focusing on this number right now because I've been probably the most consistent that I've been since I left, um, since I was no longer the neighbor of a person with the water share and the Kangen ionized water machine. So I've been the most consistent about drinking the water recently. So I'm really going to be looking at this number. But the last month from like February to this March 15th, I've really been consistently drinking only the water and really have pretty much cut out everything. Again, it's not 100%. I still will have like a glass of whatever soda if I'm out and there's like nothing, and that's the option. I'll have like a lemonade or yeah, typically not a soda, but sometimes. And so this is probably the most consistent I've been of just drinking the ionized hydrogen water and really being focused on drinking half my body weight in ounces. So this is so close. I'm so close to my goal here. So that's how I use the InBody, and this is how I measure it. And this is really how I measure success. So I gave myself 2 stars because I went up in skeletal muscle mass, even though it's really not, my goal is to get to this peak here. But this is the lowest that I'm trying to get up to that 63 point or above that I was at previously. I was back in December of 23, um, or even, higher. Obviously, I'm good with that. But as far as like going back to even like October of 23, I have not been this low. So 23.3, I'm really happy with that. And I'm just going to continue. Really, the biggest thing that I've done as far as like the nutrition side of it is I'm trying to eat less ingredients. So instead of doing a ton of calorie counting, I decided to switch it up and really just try to focus on ingredients. And I'm trying not to eat anything that has more than 5 ingredients in it. So, oh, that's my alarm. All right, that's it. Hopefully this helped.